DARDEST TV in association with Block 5 Entertainment. You know what time it is. Out here for the real ones, you get me? We give you the realest talks. Google is saying you're a pedo, rude boy. It's saying you go around feeding up little girls. It's saying that they gave you 8 months and 7 years on the register for a situation that happened on a bus. You tell us, big man, what's the truth to that?
That is a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Deep conspiracy going on with the feds, right? It sounds crazy, but it's true.
Yeah.
Right? Basically, yeah, like I was saying from before, me and Ovi set the trend when it comes to busing high-end brands in. So, with that came the feds trying to knock the hustle.
Yeah.
Right? They would find their little ways to shift man for certain other little moves that man might do, and then they'd be like, well, do you know what? We're grabbing that as evidence to say that we're putting you on the scene. Even if it's a move that don't even take that type of measures, yeah? So it's been going on for years. They've been doing that to me, right? So basically now, this particular time where they try to fling me on the regs, it was another one of their little tries on my shit. You know what I mean? It was over. It sounds dance, but it was over a Ralphie jumper that I had.
Yeah.
Right? Straight up. Right? Boom. They come to my door, and then said, boom. Someone said that you was on the bus feeling them out. Right? I said, show me the evidence what you're talking about. He showed me a picture of me on the bus, standing on the bus, waiting to get off.
Yeah.
And then I come off the bus. So there's a couple people on the bus, they saying to me that they just put into any woman in the picture. Like, yeah, she said.
Yeah.
They was lying about that whole thing. They dropped the charges and all that, and then flipping gave me back my shit, yeah? But it took my route for a few months, right? Boom. So now, I became homeless in it after that. Like over some next situation, I became homeless after I was on the road. So I'm on road, and I'm on the buses on the rigs in it, back and forth, up and down. Boom now. One thing I noticed, I didn't notice it at the time, but this is what was happening at the time. Like anytime I'm on the carts now, and I'm a passenger in the cart, and if I'm next to someone, and it's a beans though, they're picking up the phone and saying, right, boom, my man was troubling me.
Yeah, but let us understand what you're saying. What do you mean? Why would the girls just do that though? Why are they just picking up phones on you in particular?
To me personally, I think there was a part of the conspiracy. It gets deep. I'm saying I'm going to get into it. It gets deep, right? I think it was part of the conspiracy, but I didn't know it at the time though, because this is what I was trying to say. Why would you pick up the phone and say that I was bothering you if I wasn't bothering you? It didn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to bust case anyway, because it's not even true what they're saying. You net me?
Yeah, so, but let me just tell you what people would say. People would say at this time here, you was on the food, big man. No. Are you sure your mind wasn't fucking with you? Like, why would these young girls just be belling up feds because you're sitting on the bus next to them? You see what I mean?
That's what I wanted to know, though. That's what I wanted to know. You net me? So I'm saying, like, boom, show me the case, innit? So they're showing me each time that I'm on the bus, sat next to someone. But each time, all you can see is the back.
Yeah.
Me and the person, and then the back. So you can't see nothing going on. I'm just sat there. You know what I mean? So they're saying, right, while he was there, his hands was touching their legs, touching feet, closing their thighs. That's what they were saying was happening each time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So boom now, this would happen like every Friday, right? And then I never clocked it though at the time though, but it was basically every time I wore that Ralph, right? So boom, now they shift me and they took my Ralph and they was like, yeah, boom, that's to say that you was there. Boom, got my shit back when I come out of jail, right? Because I had to get someone to go down to the police station and get it back for me. So got my shit back, boom, I'm sitting on license and I'm thinking about the case, and I'm like, and while I'm on license in this probation hostel, and I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute, I've come to realize that every time they picked up that phone, it's when I was wearing that particular Ralph. It sounds dance, bro, but this is what it is. It's like, it was every time I was wearing that particular Ralph. So I got up one day, I said, alright, boom, do you know what, let me put this Ralphie on again, and go on a bus again, and go and sit down next to a Beans again. On purple this time. Not like just randomly, like, you know what I'm saying? Normal, not thinking about it. This time I'm thinking about it, I know what I'm there. Yeah. So I'm sat down next to a Bean on the bus with the Ralph. And I sat like to the side like this. You get me? And she was there like how you are, and I'm like this. And with this guy on the bus is moving now. So I'm like, because in my mind I know, if this is real, there's going to be a phone call over this. If what I'm doing testing is real, there's going to be a phone call. There was a phone call, right? So they phone, so the feds come and they was like, yeah, you flipping, this Beans is saying that you done this and that. I said, look, you can see I never done that. You can see I'm facing that way and homegirl's right there. So I didn't do shit. So I'm telling you, it's about the Ralph, and I know that you guys are all in on it. So they're like, well, we're charging you this, that, the other. So I got to court. I had bail on that as well. I got to court, flipping. I'm saying to my barrister, we're at trial now. So we're at trial.
Sorry, now. Big man, sorry. Before we get to the court bit, let me just ask you some stuff. Like, of all the things that they might want to fuck you on, because let's not get it twisted, the feds do want to fuck certain man over because they're gang members and stuff, and they're known for being official with this fucking crime on road. You get me? But of all the things that they want to fuck you for or over, why would they want to make you look like some sort of pedo, like some Kiddy Fiddler? Why is that what they was on you for?
They don't care what it takes.
But I'm saying, like, they don't want to put man down that road if that's not what man's on.
They will do that. That's what they do to me. That's what they did to me. Yes. They don't care. That's what I'm saying. They don't. It's like and they know what happened to people like that in jail.
Yeah, they get fucked. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That could get me killed and shit. Yeah. They don't care. This is what I'm saying.
So alright, so what about the one that actually hit the Google? Because you're saying they've done it bare times and they try to fuck you.
This is the one I'm
I know, but I'm saying what made that girl stand out and go on there and make you look like you did that when the others were on it as well, but you're saying it was all a setup. This girl's actually put herself out there to say you dealt with her
and
that
she's
way.
The one, and she's the main liar. She's the main liar. She's the one that I had my back to.
Yeah.
She's the main liar. So when I'm in court now, my barristers, what they call it when they question them? When barristers question them,
yeah, interrogation sort of shit,
the cross-examination thing.
Yeah.
Right? So they're saying to her, look, boom, like we're looking at the tape. He's got his back to you on the tape. So what is it you're saying that he's supposed to have done?
Yeah, like, what's she saying?
The barrister goes, what, did he put his hand up your dress? Did he put his hand on your chest? What is it he's supposed to have done? She's like, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did put his hand up my dress and he put his hand on my chest. So the barrister's like, boom, I rest my case. Like to say, you're clearly lying. You know what I mean? So boom, jury time. What do you reckon? They said I was guilty. They said I was guilty. They said that I'd done what she said I'd done, even though they could see that I didn't do it. So I said to the judge, look, the same conspiracy that I'm telling you about, and look now, they're telling you I done it when they can see I didn't do it.
Alright, so let me ask you a question, big man. Like, obviously the feds could be on to you, we've just said that. But what has a 13-year-old girl possibly got to get from making you look like a pedo, a Kiddy Fiddler? What can she gain from that? Apart from a life full of pain from putting it out there.
They're trying to help the feds, man.
Yeah, but why? What, is she a fed's daughter or something?
I don't know. Even now they do it. Even now they do it. It's the same Ralph.
Yeah, they do these fuckeries, but not with 13-year-old girls. Like with big women saying a man done us dirty.
That's what happened, man. It just happened. It just so happens that the ones where they picked up the phone.
Yeah.
I was sat next to them, innit?
Yeah.
But that whole week, I was sat next to a whole heap of different people.
Yeah.
And no one never said nothing. But when it comes to them, they're picking up the phone and saying something. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
so let me ask you, when you get on that bus, big man, after the first time that any little girl tried play that you touched her, why are you ever sitting next to a little girl again? You're supposed to be sitting next to a man then, like, fuck that, I'm not getting myself in that position. Because you lot are finished. Do you think I'm going to play me like that? I know your game. I'm sitting over there next to that big Donny.
But I need them to see their game. That's why I've done it.
Yeah, but the more times you sit there, the more times you're looking guilty, no,
this was the one,
and they've got it on you.
No, this was the one last time where I was showing them, and I'm not.
But that's the time that gave you a fucking 8 months and 7 on the register.
It was gonna bust my case. I thought it was gonna bust my case. I thought they couldn't see, because they could see. You could see I didn't do nothing, and you can see that the girl was lying. Or barrister said, say the girl was lying, and to pull my rest my case. So even the judge at the end, when the jury said we find him guilty, the judge said, "Listen, boy, if you think there's a conspiracy, yeah, your best bet, my advice to you, is to just don't go nowhere near no one. Then that way, if you're just not there whatsoever, then their conspiracy can't work." Now, judges don't talk to people like that. Judges are the first to say, right, you did the heinous thing, and I'm going to sentence you in such a way that you deserve. It could be the lightest thing you could have done. They talk to you like that. That's how they talk.
Where was the little girl from? Did you find out what area she was from? Where she's at? So as if to say, like, if she was there to plot you, then she wouldn't even be from the ends. She's just on the bus trying to plot, man, make them look like some little rapists and shit. What are you saying to that? Did you find out if she was from the ends or where she was from, what her background was?
Yeah, all that.
And what was her background?
But I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember. No, I'm not that interested. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think it was near like Crown Point or something, or West North or something. Yeah. She's from around them sides. You know me?
Alright, so let me ask you once and for all, big man. Have you ever stepped on a bus with the intention of touching up any woman?
No.
Nah? No. Have you ever touched up any woman on the bus?
No.
Nah?
No.
So you ain't on no funky shit.
No.
Man can never call Dean official a fucking pedo or a kiddie fiddler.
No. No.
What do you think of anyone who does shit like that?
That's their business.
No, but what would you say if you had a daughter, a man tried to touch her up?
I'd be pissed, yeah.
Man tried to touch one of your sisters up, you get me?
I'd be cussing, but I don't...
Cussing? What? You need to be more than cussing, innit? Man,
yeah, but I don't think that would happen.
Nah?
No, I don't think that would happen.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. If that girl's out there, she's obviously a big woman now. If she feels that this man is telling the story in a way that it ain't so, and she believes that man did try to finish her off like that with some shit that will fuck up her mind for life, make her feel like all men are foul, then I'm here, DARDEST TV, willing to hear your side of the story. You get me? I'm not on no one-sided, I'm not on no fake interviews. This man is saying he never done nothing. Feds try to set him up to look like some pedo out here. You get me? So if you think different, you know different, then you come chat to me. And I'll ask you, big man, if there's anyone who's going to watch this interview and say, listen, Dean's chatting shit. You get me? Gutsy's lying. He done that to them young girls and he should have gone in prison for longer. What are you saying to them?
Nah. Niggas know me. I don't roll like that. That's not my move. That's not my stage. You know me? That was a conspiracy. That was feds conspiring against me. To this day, it still happens, but niggas they're pissed right now.
Yeah, so you knowing you're not that sort of man, like I say, I don't know you. I can just go by what you're telling me, but you telling me you're not that sort of man, how does it feel to you having your face spread all over Google and people telling man not to fuck with Dean, he's a pedo? What do you feel to that?
I was shocked, bro. I was shocked and I was pissed. You know me? But you know what? The truth surfaces, innit? The truth will come out, innit? So I'll just hold my corner and just wait for that day, innit? That's what I do.
Yeah, but what does it do to your mind as you walk the streets and someone who might know you might see you and be on some shit like, right, there he is. Because I'll be real with you, big man.
I'm not spraying.
Man are talking out here. There's man talking to me and telling me, listen, he did it. I known him from he was young. Once he got on that food, it fucked up. He said he didn't know what he was doing. He weren't official. He started doing a madness out here. What do you say to that?
I'm not spraying because that ain't true.
Yeah?
Yeah. Straight up. I don't need to be spraying. I'm like, God is my witness, innit?
Yeah.
Like, that's what, yeah, straight up. Straight up.
So you heard what the man said. I'm sick of the back behind doors shit. Anybody out there who wants to tell me that this man's story is a fucking lie, what he's telling me, don't ring me up. Don't talk no shit. Ring me when you're ready to come and sit on the camera and tell the people what you know about this man, to say he's a liar, to say he's a pedo, to say he's a kiddie fiddler. Don't do no behind doors shit. Come and talk to me on the camera, because I'm not doing that shit no more. Everybody wants to talk someone else down, but they don't want to say it to their face, or they don't want to say it so the public can hear it. Like I say, if there's anybody involved with any of these little girls that had any madness happen to them, I'm here. Come chat to me. DARDEST TV, the realest interviewer. Other than that, I'm not on no behind doors shit, because we can all say what the fuck we want about anyone. But when man's in our face and we start going on like he's our friend, it's all fake. So yeah, you said your piece, big man, and you get me. You believe your truth, and it's to see what God says at the end of the day. You get me? If you're living real, then you'll get blessings. If you're fucking up little girls' lives, it will all go pear-shaped.